Hi everyone. I hope everybody's having a good week so far. I really am enjoying seeing all the pictures of everything you guys are doing. And don't forget, I posted an activity on Seesaw yesterday, and it's a great opportunity for you guys to get outside with your family and do a little scavenger hunt. So I hope I see some of those coming in today. Okay guys, we are going to read the next two chapters of Junie B. Jones' Smells Something Fishy. Chapter 3, The Boss. On Saturday, I got out of bed very thrilled. Then I run to the garage and I grabbed my daddy's fishing net and I zoomed right into the kitchen. Mother was eating cereal. Mother, guess why I have this fishing net? Guess, Mother, guess. I couldn't wait for her to guess. 'Cause today's the day I'm catching that crazy old raccoon, I shouted. Mother closed her eyes. No, Junie B, no. We already talked about this, remember? We discussed the raccoon last night at dinner. I smiled very happy. I already know that. I already know we discussed the raccoon. Mother looked confused. But Daddy and I said no, Junie B, she said. We said you could not catch the raccoon. Raccoons have sharp claws and teeth, remember? Yes, of course I remember. That's how come I got this net, Mother. See how long the handle is? Now I will be safe from him. Mother spelled the word no. N-O, no, she said. I stamped my foot. Y-E-S, yes, I said back. I have to, Mother. I have to catch that raccoon for pet day. Grandma Miller even said I could. And she's the boss of you. Just then, a miracle happened. And it is called my Grandma Helen Miller walked right into my back door. Mother looked up. Oh, look, it's the boss of me, she said kind of grouchy. I runned at my grandma very happy. Grandma Miller, I'm so glad to see you because Mother said I can't catch that raccoon. And so now you have to make her. I stood back to give her room. Okay, go, I said. Then I waited and waited, but Grandma didn't do anything. Okay, go, I said louder. Only just then, I saw something that made me even happier, and it's called my grandma was wearing her fishing hat. My eyes popped out at that thing. Grandma, hey Grandma, you're wearing your fishing hat, and so that must mean you're going to the lake today. I quick ran to the front door. Is Grandpa Miller going to the lake with you? Is he out there in the truck? I looked outside. Hey, he is, Grandma, he is out there in the truck. I opened the door. Grandpa Miller, hey Grandpa Frank Miller, good news. I can come to the lake with you, I believe. 'Cause there's lots of raccoons to catch up there, even more than your house, probably. I zoomed back to the kitchen. Hey, here Grandma, hold my raccoon net. I will put on my clothes and be back in a jiffy. Jiffy is the nickname for Speedy Quick. Grandma Miller grabbed me by my PJs. No, honey. Wait, she said. I'm afraid you can't come with us today. We're meeting some friends and we're already late. We just stopped by to borrow your daddy's ice chest. Just then, I felt very crumbly inside. Yeah, only I have to, Grandma. I have to, I said. Or else how will I catch a raccoon today? Grandma Miller bended down next to me. Yes, well, you see, that's another thing, sweetie, about the raccoon. I was just kidding when I said that, Junie B. I never dreamed you would take me seriously. Just then my nose started to sniffle. Yeah, well, you dreamed wrong, Helen, I said. Grandma Miller hugged me real tight. Oh, come on, don't cry, she said. There are lots of animals you could catch for pet day. Animals that are much nicer than raccoons. I shook my head real fast. No, there are not either, Grandma Miller. You're just saying that to try to trick me, I said. Then I stood there a real long time. 'Cause what if she wasn't tricking? What if there really was lots of other animals? Finally, I did a big breath. Okay, tell me the other animals, but this better be good. Grandma Miller did a smile. Wait right here, she said. Then she ran out to her truck and back again. She was hiding something behind her. Junie B, I've got someone who would love to meet you, she said. Close your eyes and I'll put him in your hand. My tummy got butterflies in it. What is it, Grandma? Will it tickle me? Will I like it? It won't bite me, will it, Grandma Miller? Huh? It won't, right? Then I closed my eyes real tight. And my grandma opened up my fingers and she put the surprise right in my hand. I want you guys to stop for a second and think about what you think it could be. I'm thinking maybe a worm, because that would fit in your hand. What do you think, Finn?
A fish.
A fish? Chapter 4, Ooey Gooey.
Oh.
Ew, yuck! It's a worm! It's a worm! Get it off me, Grandma! Get it off right now! I yelled. Grandma Miller quick took back the worm. For heaven's sake, Junie B., what in the world's the matter with you? It's just a baby earthworm. Look how teeny he is. This little fellow would make a wonderful pet. I did a huffy breath at her. Yeah, only worms cannot be pets, Grandma, because pets have fur so you can pet them, and worms have ooey gooey skin.
Have you read this book?
Mm-hmm. Grandma Miller looked surprised at me. Don't be silly, she said. Not all pets have fur. My bird Twitter doesn't have fur, and he's a pet, and a goldfish doesn't have fur, and hermit crabs don't have fur, and lizards don't have fur, and... I covered my ears with my hands. Okay, enough with the fur, I said. But worms don't have ears or eyes either, and they don't have legs or tails or feet or necks, and they don't chirp or bark or cluck or meow. And so what kind of pet do you call that? Grandma Miller thought and thought. Then she smiled real big. I'd call that the kind of pet that won't wake up the neighbors or sniff the company or scratch himself silly, she said back. After that, she stood up and she gave the baby earthworm to Mother. I'll leave this little guy with your mother for now, she said. You can think it over and see if you want to keep him. I'll check back with her later. Then she kissed me on the head and she grabbed the ice chest and she hurried out the door. Mother looked at the baby worm in her hand. My goodness, you are a little one, aren't you, she said. She got an empty mayonnaise jar out of the cabinet. Then she poked holes in the lid for air, and she put the baby worm inside. Mother looked at him in there. You don't even know where you are, do you, little fella? She said. I bet it's kind of scary in there all by yourself. I turned my back on her because I knew what she was up to, that's why. You can't make me like him, Mother. Nobody can make me like him. Of course not, said Mother, but just because you don't like him doesn't mean that I can't like him. She talked to the worm some more. Maybe you'd be happier if you had some dirt to crawl around in, she said. Let's go outside and see what we can do. After that, Mother put on her jacket and she went outside and she digged up some dirt from the garden. She came inside and showed me the jar. It looked kind of cute in there. There was a rock and a stick and a dandelion and some clovers. I peeked at the baby worm. He peeked back, I think. Yeah, only I still don't like him, I said, kind of softer. I rocked back and forth on my feet. And anyway, even if I did like him, I don't know what worms eat. And so what could I even feed that guy? Mother ruffled my hair. Are you kidding? That's the best part about worms, she said. They get all their food right from the soil. You don't even have to feed them anything at all. Just then, my baby brother started to cry. Uh-oh, the baby's crying, she said. Here, take this. Then she quick handed me the jar, and she ran right out of the room. That's where we're going to stop. You guys will have to watch next time to see what happens with Junie B and the earthworm. Think about whether you think she will keep him as a pet and take to school, or if you think she's going to let him go and still try to catch the raccoon. Mrs. Whiteley will be reading you guys a story tomorrow, so I will see you guys again on Friday. Bye.